The former cabinet secretary Raphael Tuju has issued a heart-wrenching statement referring to William Ruto indirectly, where he talked about his death, saying that now he has given up fighting. It's a statement that has gotten Kenyans by surprise and also made or rather raised emotions in Kenya, bearing in mind that he said if he dies in the hands of William Ruto, then he should be buried within 48 hours. It's a statement that is so heavy and is a statement that shows someone who's resigned. Let us watch the video together.
Is treated as such, suspended until we finish this matter in court. I'll be able to share with you guys the court rulings on that particular issue. I've been very, very cheerful with my people, even as I was pointing to them exactly. I'm mentally ready for any of the torture that anybody may want to visit on me. Nobody lives here forever. Raila died, and within 72 hours, he was buried. Ogola, next door, I was with the family the other day. He died, and within 48 hours or 24 hours, he was buried. I've told my people very clearly that when it comes to that I die, I like to be buried within 48 hours. I don't want to see any state to be participating, pretending that they have anything to do with me. No state to be involved in my funeral. I've shown them exactly the two spots the family can make the final decision.
It is not the first time Raphael Tuju has talked to media about the administration, also talking about the corrupt judiciary that we have in Kenya, because he has been trying to get justice in the past 9-11 years, but it seems like justice is for a few people. And he asked a question that if Raphael Tuju, the former cabinet secretary, someone who was so strong in Kenya in the Uhuru Kenyatta administration, can face whatever he's facing, what can a common mwananchi face? It's a question that has made me think so much. But today, you all know what has been happening with Raphael Tuju, and if you are my follower, a subscriber, I've been telling you these stories about Raphael Tuju, about his properties, auction of his properties, the dairy business park, everything. You know everything I've been telling you, so I shouldn't go back to the his tribulations. But today I want to talk about his statement. He said, in as much as the case is in court, and that those who have the title deeds of his properties in Nairobi, they've been suspended from further action till the case is heard. He said something that has gotten many people thinking. According to him, he said now he is very ready for anything. And you see, when a man who has been fighting for the past like 9, 10, 11 years reaches a point of giving up, it means he cannot beat the system. It means those who are fighting him, they are way beyond him. And from his statement, initially there is a point he said that William Ruto wants to take his properties. There is a statement he said, because in fact he has been planning to pay the loan, but the people, they don't want him to pay, they want his properties. And in fact he said there's a video he made when addressing the media. He said that there is someone in Kenya, a very prominent politician, a very prominent man, approached him and he wanted to buy his business, his property, but he refused. And that is the point when his tribulations had started. So he said that he has advised his family members, if he dies in police custody, if he dies in the hands of William Ruto, and then he should be buried within 48 hours. He was saying this by referring to Raila Odinga, Ogola. In fact, he was saying that Raila Odinga died, he was buried. Ogola died, was buried. And therefore, even him can die and he'll be buried. That that is a very lethargic statement. That is a very bad statement he made today, and others are saying perhaps it is a premonition. But we don't want to go that direction. We don't want to think that Raphael Tuju will die. But then we need to talk about his statement that if he dies, he'll be buried in 48 hours. Number two, he gave a condition that there should be no state involvement. According to his words, he said that, if he dies, the same state will come there, saying how Raphael Tuju was a good man when he worked with under the Uhuru Kenyatta administration. They wanted to help him, but he had surrounded himself with the scavengers, the same way William Ruto said recently while in his tour in Kisumu. So Raphael Tuju doesn't want that to happen during his burial, because he has really fought for his properties, and the same state that may come to his burial claiming, he was a good man, blah, 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 is the same state that has been, is the same state that has made sure his life is not okay, his life is a hell. And then there's something he said that, made people go emotional. He said that recently, not even recently, at some point in his life, he survived a plane crash. At some point in life, he survived a road accident. And that road accident was so fatal. In fact, he had 18 bones broken. Many people had lost hope. In fact, the family members knew that he couldn't make it. Family members knew that he could not make it, and perhaps if he could make it, then he could not walk, because, that accident was so fatal. Therefore, he says that if he had survived that plane crash, he had survived that accident, he'll also survive this. But if he dies in the hands of William Ruto, and then he should be buried in 48 hours, there should be no state involvement. That is a very heavy declaration, a very heavy, can I call it a will? I don't know. Another thing he said, he had already given 2 spots where he will be buried, and it's up to the family to make a decision on which spot he will be buried. And these things, they revolve around the way the state has been, running towards him, making him look like a beggar on TV. And this someone who had barely survived an accident is something, he blames William Ruto. In as much as today he wasn't addressing him directly, perhaps because of the respect he has for the presidency, but sometimes back he mentioned that whoever who is behind it is William Ruto. He mentioned it. I don't know what you think. Kindly, if you are new here, consider subscribing, liking and sharing our content. And write for me a comment down there, your opinion towards what Raphael Tuju said today, especially about the 48 hour, especially about the state the involvement of state, that there should be no state involvement. Write your opinion there. Equally, hit the notification bell, turn it on so that you can be receiving notifications each and every time we bring you a new content.